Macho man. Rob wants to be a macho man. This is Cory, and this is the Anthem Podcast.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rob.
And we are joined by a special guest this week.
Very special guest. Go ahead and say hello.
Hi there. It's Stephanie.
Make sure you keep it in front of your mouth. There you go.
That's how microphones work.
That's how microphones work. We also have a crowd.
Yeah.
Yay!
And none of the crowd is clapping, just us.
They've been trained well, though. They've been trained to be quiet while we're recording.
No laughter.
Yes. No, nothing.
No fun happens.
No sassing us.
Yeah, we're on a retreat this weekend.
Yep. This is the
The Anthem first annual Memorial Day retreat.
annual retreat. So basically what it involves is getting drunk but not on camera.
Yes, doing drunk. We're doing drunk for the rest of the weekend.
Doing drunk for the weekend. And,
my second book's coming out June 16th.
Yeah.
So excited about that.
I can't wait to finally read it.
Did I even send you a copy this time?
No, you did.
No, you did. You did edit it. That's right. Yeah.
I gave you notes. I was doing it on my screen and...
Yes. Did you read it too?
Yeah.
Oh, it's super creepy.
It was very creepy. Remember I cried?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You read the first couple chapters and then
you had to check in on me.
I'm done with that. Yes.
Okay?
Well,
you didn't check in on me.
Well, no, because I figured you could handle it. You've been dealing with me for 10 years now. I assume that you know what's up. So.
You cried? What's wrong with you?
Well, it's not that bad, I suppose.
And he was like, it got worse. But I was like, I was prepared, though.
So here's what I'll tell you. If you do buy it and read it, I encourage you to buy it and read it. It's fantastic. And
really good.
I can't even describe it without giving too much away. But what it comes down to is this. The second chapter is pretty bad. And if that turns your stomach, don't read any further because it only gets worse from there.
Well, I would say, much like the podcast, you can download and not listen.
Right.
You can buy Rob's book and then not read it.
Absolutely.
It all counts the same.
It all counts the same. Trying to get on that New York Times bestseller.
Well, what Rob really wants is he wants you to read it just so that you walk up to him and tell him about it.
How horrible it is.
Or no, just be like, oh, I read Foe and it was so good. Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, oh, come keep telling me more.
I do love that.
Sorry, my hat's not fitting anymore. My head's getting so big.
I didn't lock it down. Anyway, so what happened this week?
David Letterman had his last show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never really watched Letterman with all that much regularity. I feel that I just in general I didn't watch like late night talk shows that much, and still haven't really.
Well, and I think that Letterman was. I can say that I didn't like Jay Leno. I wasn't a fan of Leno.
Yeah, I didn't like Leno.
Because you didn't come back. They moved while I was away for my freshman year of college. They moved.
Oh, okay. So it would have been...
Yeah, then I was like, yeah, so I'm coming home for Thanksgiving. And they were like, oh, by the way, let's give you your new address. Like, what, you guys moved? Yeah, we sold the house. We moved. Thanks for the heads up. All right, that's great.
We'll get you a new key
Meanwhile,
eventually.
The secret panel that's in the closet of that bedroom has
dead bodies.
No, has probably a very, very nice bottle of scotch in it now because it was young and cheap then, but it's been aged 15 years now. And some pornography from 2002, maybe. I don't know, but
that's when the bush was excellent. That was.
I think we were still in the non-so bushy stage at that point.
Yeah, maybe just like a
90s.
Landing strip thing.
Yeah,
like that's the
late 90s. So.
The boon of the landing strip.
Exactly. Yeah. So whoever's in that house now, go into the back bedroom and then reach up into the closet on the left-hand side and press right above the door frame, and you'll feel it push. You can just push that piece out of the way, and there's a nice little secret cabinet up there.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a time capsule. So when I become super famous and they go to that house and they renovate it to make it look just like when I grew up,
or when
they'll find
if you go on hard times, you can just like knock on the door and be like, "Can I come in your house?
I need to get something I left here.
I left something in your house." You're just like a homeless drifter with like a huge beard.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be fair, I also think there's money up there. I want to say that was my secret cigarette and money spot too. So there's a really, there's like a really old pack of cigarettes and like $35. That was my life savings.
Upwards of $13.50 are in that crawl space.
Right. But anyway, so I would sneak. The TV was in the living room. I couldn't have a TV in my room. So my house was shaped like an L, and the living room was where the L met, and then my room was on one side, and my parents was on the other. And I would sneak out, and turn the volume way down low and sit right up next to the TV, probably why I need glasses now, and watch David Letterman.
Yeah.
Because I hated Jay Leno, and that was the only other thing to watch.
Well, I mean, I feel like this is... there's nobody who ever, like... In the age of the internet, I can get instant access on anybody I want.
Right.
So I don't really need to watch a talk show. Mm-hmm. But, like, back in the day, you didn't get that.
Right.
Like, back in my talk show heyday. So I would just watch whoever had a guest. But
I gotta say that the
like
comedians...
Muggsy Bogues would be on Jay Leno every once in a while, and I was a huge Muggsy fan, so I'd watch Jay Leno when he was on. But then, you know, Letterman was great too.
Letterman did the comics more than Jay Leno did. He didn't like to be upstaged by any comics.
Yeah.
So Letterman did comics, and I remember distinctly seeing people who are famous now who were like doing 5 minutes at the end of Letterman.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was good for that.
I feel like Letterman never really got the... I mean, the people in the industry definitely got him.
Yeah.
But I feel like the common viewer didn't really get how good he was.
And I got to keep in my head that a lot of what I think I know about Letterman, I actually learned from that movie.
The Late Show.
Yeah, The Late Show.
Yeah, I just watched it the other night because I was like, when am I ever going to watch this again now?
Right. Show,
now that I'm thinking about hold on, real quick. Now that I'm thinking about it, she kind of has like a Delman Young thing about her, where I have no idea how old she is. Like, if you didn't tell me, like, I would just start throwing out random. Like, I would just be like, I don't know, 27, and you'd be like, up, and I'd be like, oh,
47.
Okay. Yeah, is she 50? Down.
Ooh, down.
All right, I'm somewhere in between. God damn it, where could it possibly be?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
now we just need a split screen of Rebel Wilson and Delman Young.
I'll work on that.
Nobody ever made that comparison before.
Amy Schumer bit about her the last day she was fuckable.
No, I heard about it though.
You should put that in the show notes. Amy Schumer is hilarious, and I don't know if she has a show or if she's just using the viral media and trying to do it online.
She has a show, yeah.
So I'm sure the show is hilarious. What?
Called Inside Amy Schumer.
I like it. She was the one who got pussy put on TV now.
Oh, really?
Because she said there is no reason why I can refer to a cat and it work, and you can talk about a dick as long as the person isn't a dick. I can talk about the dick. Why can't I say pussy on TV?
It sounds a lot like the bit from Studio 60, where it's just like, so the only time you can say Jesus Christ is when you're talking about Jesus Christ, and then he becomes the standards and practices.
Yes, that's basically it. So she got Comedy Central to change their S&P and let her go do it.
That's really sad that Studio 60 never got watched, because that bit was
okay.
pretty
Can
much,
we also put that in the show notes? Go buy and watch Studio 60, please. You'll figure out how Cory and my partnership works. Yeah. That's how it is.
I'm the Matt Albee. He's the Danny Tripp.
Yes. Have you? We're wandering though. Have you?
EP's Timothy Busfield. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm just sort of like a frantic, like, I just like run around and I'm just like, oh, have you seen this before? Let me put it on.
Right. I was like, this is getting really sitcom-y. Like, it's a little over the top. And then I watched The Odd Couple and I'm like, apparently that still sells on TV. They got picked up. So the jokes are really obvious.
No,
the jokes are really obvious, but apparently that's okay. Like, that's still working.
It works, but it works in kind of a weird way. Like, Paul Blart Mall Cop made money.
Yeah.
Like, it made up its budget.
0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I feel like I watched the first trailer on TV and I was just like, oh my God, this looks fucking awful.
Yeah.
And then I saw all the reviews and I was just like, oh man, it is awful. And then all of a sudden, like, I looked at the box office and I'm like, how the fuck did that make $25 million its opening weekend? Seriously?
Made its budget
back.
Like,
I'll make a movie that, like, I literally bleed for. Like,
right.
I might as well just be, like, dead on the ground of the editing suite after it's done and they bring it to a theater.
Yes.
And, like, 4 people watch it.
Right. But no,
whatever.
But Paul Blart Mall Cop made back its budget, which means, you know what that means, by the way.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 3.
It's on its way. All you have to do is make back your budget and a small profit, and they'll pump it back. Because Kevin James gets people in the seats. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's all about him.
But did you hear people's, like, reviews of it? Like, real people? Like, going like, it was a lot of fun. I had fun taking my family to see Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. And it's just like, oh my God, these idiots. That's because so many people in America are idiots.
Idiocracy, man.
Except for everybody who listens to this show. You're the wise ones.
You were the smart ones, obviously. I'm glad that Sarah is here because now we can address the real reason. I
Yeah.
know I brought Stephanie in because I told Cory that we were going to do some tests, but here's the real reason.
Is this an intervention?
I care about you very much, and I feel like that we need to address some problems. So go ahead.
Yeah. And like Rob said, he brought me here today to help. You know, all these people here really care about you, and I'm glad that Sarah's here now because we're waiting for her to get started.
Right.
I just want you to know that, you know, everyone's really worried about you, and you're in a safe place right now.
Can you hold that thought? I need to get my heroin. Can somebody give me my heroin, please? No, I'm not really joking. I'm not joking. Give me my fucking heroin.
You gotta listen to Rob's letter now, okay?
All right. So the real reason we have because we have
is that ever the reaction? I've never been.
I
to
feel
an
like no,
intervention.
it totally is. It's usually awkward sitting. It's like no, please stay. These people love you and they want to talk to you.
You're in a safe place.
Yeah. So we have a special treat for you guys this week. We are actually.
Don't smoke any of the Newports.
No,
By the way, is there
is that the special treat?
Is there a pack of cigarettes that gets searched faster than a pack of Newports? Honestly, really, that's the one you don't want.
Yeah.
So our special treat.
Something's up. You're a degenerate.
Yes. I don't thug. Anyway, so I don't want to. I don't
might as well just call it.
By the way, next week I do
Throw
want to
back.
talk about how the biker gangs have not been called thugs once. That's for another day.
Or we could talk about how how Baltimore is over 100 murders and it's May, and the last time that it happened in July last year.
Anyway, so
there were eight shootings last night.
Power to the people. The city that bleeds.
So, I am a therapist as my job.
Right.
And
you
psychiatrist? I'm not a psychiatrist. I am actually a social worker, but I have my master's in social work, and I got licensed, and I had a mental health concentration. About to go for my new licensure here really soon.
And you typically work with children, which makes this
do.
completely applicable.
I do work with
right.
children normally. I work in the schools as a therapist.
We have the combined mental age of a 12-year-old.
Right, so we're fine. Yeah.
And I also think he might think that I'm his therapist, which I'm not.
Not my therapist.
I'm not Rob's therapist. And I'm not Cory's either.
Right.
Okay. And we're going to be doing some different screenings and fun tests today. And the guys are going to be making a lot of jokes.
Yes.
We're not going to take this seriously at all.
But
and I wrote this and everything. Mental health isn't a joke. The questionnaires that we're going to do aren't diagnostic ones. You can actually find them right online, everyone that's listening. Mm-hmm. The guys just want to include them today for conversation purposes. It doesn't mean that you guys have any of these disorders or anyone that's listening. If you relate to any, it doesn't mean you have them. But if you do have any concerns about what we talk about or others, please contact a mental health professional. A professor of mine used to say there are two people in this world, people that go to counseling and people that need to go to counseling. So there's help out there and everyone needs someone to talk to.
Good?
Yes.
Now that we got that out of the way.
I had to say that, Rob.
Now that we got
the only reason why.
Now that we got that out of the way, dicks.
So, and I told her the disclaimer was
It's been a while
fine.
since we've broken the tension.
For everyone out there, mental health is a very serious thing, and we are going to make light of it today. I am actually crazy. Cory is not.
Not diagnosing.
In our own way. We're not. Yeah, so we're making light of it, but certainly mental health is nothing to be made light of. And if you relate to anything that you hear here, or even if this conversation just sparks your interest, please contact a mental health professional near you.
I would say that. I wouldn't say that it's not about making light of craziness. It's about making light of us, and we're so aware of our situation.
And that's the thing is that we are going to cover topics today we've covered before.
Just like me and many other fat people who are very aware of their fatness and therefore make jokes about it. It's just like, I ain't going up all those stairs, and everybody laughs. It's like I'm making fun of the things that are wrong with me.
Right, and I'm hoping to inspire Cory to go get some mental health care. So that's really what it's about. Lord knows I'm beyond help. I'm just trying to help you.
ain't nobody gonna tame me.
All right, so what are we up? What's up first?
All right, guys.
Speak directly into the microphone.
So, I'm sorry about that.
There you
I'm
go.
working on that. So, I would usually say that anything we say here stays between us, but
It does not.
It does not. It stays
just us
between
and the
us
internet.
and the listeners and the internet.
Just
And the internet's
just for your
forever.
coverage purposes, let's say I am completely waiving any ability I have to keep this.
Cory,
I
you
am
do that too.
I am consenting to having this being sent out on the internet.
Rob, will you be my lawyer if I don't?
No.
All right, well then
Rob's
fine. I
also
waive.
my
I waive
lawyer.
those. I waive those rights of consent as well.
And when you do seek mental health care, know that it's not going to be put out on the internet. It's always confidential. We are waiving that right to confidentiality now to share how crazy we are with both of you. Or
So proud
all
of you, Rob.
All of you.
It's very responsible of you.
I'm good at this job.
Very
Come on, I'm a good
responsible of
lawyer,
you. I
despite what people
appreciate
think.
Both
I
of you.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
I like how you sum our audience down to 2 people.
Well, other than the people sitting in this room, really.
Just like the two people in a room listening to their computer sitting Indian style on the floor. It's like they acknowledged us.
Yes, absolutely. This is for you. All right.
The first one you guys wanted to talk about was narcissistic symptoms.
Get into my wheelhouse. Here we go.
I.e. the Rob round.
Yes, exactly.
So both of you guys are actually gonna do these. Okay?
Yeah. Now, are you going to keep track? Are you going to keep the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
list? Okay, good. Because this is a scoring test, if I'm right. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, how am I gonna do this?
Because I don't have the world's greatest short-term memory.
Yeah,
so
no,
therefore,
I don't either.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna-
If it goes beyond 10, I'm going to be in problems.
Oh yeah, no, we got it. And actually, it's on my computer, so it'll go. We'll just go.
Perfect. All right, let's do it.
All right. So as you know, narcissistic is
In the mic.
self-love. Okay.
I
And
was well aware of it.
Yeah. Here, do this. You put these on. I don't think I need them, but you're going to have trouble. All right. Am I still good?
Yeah.
I'm in position. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You got it?
yes.
That'll help you hear yourself. So
All right. So you guys ready to get rolling?
we're ready.
Yeah.
And so we have the answers now, yeah?
Yeah.
Should we get a drum?
Alrighty. So just to let you guys know, between 12 and 15 is average. Okay. Celebrities often score closer to 18. Okay. Narcissists score over 20. And as you guys know, this is not a
Not diagnostic.
Not diagnostic.
by any
Yes.
means. Okay. So Rob, your score.
So we're moving on to what? What's the next one?
All right. So the next one you guys wanted to do was obsessive-compulsive disorder screening quiz.
This is the Cory round.
This is the Cory's gonna. As we sit in the apartment that got cleaned because people would see it today. Part of my narcissism, not part of my OCD. Absolutely not. But
This
yeah.
is clean.
Meanwhile,
Can I just get a 40 on this one?
all right. So you
win.
ready?
All right.
Are we gonna roll through? Here we go.
That's actually just the only question on the thing. What
This drops apart quickly.
What do you think of the room you're currently in?
All right.
I was nervous that I was going to do something that would stick with me forever, and therefore people would make fun of me. And thank God I didn't say Dancing Queen in front of everybody in the freshman class.
Meanwhile, you did in fact sing Dancing Queen, and I have to say that I fell in love with Cory in that moment. He sang Dancing Queen for everybody, and I was like, "That's a guy I need to be friends with."
There was a big like I think it was like a sexual harassment meeting or something like that.
I feel like it was.
They brought us all to the auditorium to talk about like not putting roofies in girls' drinks or something like that.
And some of us learned that lesson. Some of us did.
I have something to say that I feel has never been more true than this very moment.
Yes,
Ooh, yay.
I feel like we've done good here today.
we have done something, but I don't know that it was good.
Good job, guys.
All right.
And if you want to find those show notes, otheanthem.com, you can email us at Cory@otheanthem.com, O The Anthem on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, And the listener line, 443-219-7595.
What's the number again?
443-219-7595.
And you can find me on the web everywhere at Robert N. Cheek on all your social networks. Please check out themoveintinsurrection.com, foundingthefuture.us, that has all my political stuff on it, and adeaddrop.com for all the news stories that you don't see anywhere else. Do you have any... And Faux is now on Twitter.
So please follow Faux.
FAUX Novel on Twitter, Facebook, and all around. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank
please.
you guys for having me.
Thank you. It was lovely to have you.
And if you enjoyed this episode, let us know. We'd certainly be happy to have her on more and to do more things like this. But once again, fun and games though it is, if you have any concerns, please do seek out professional help. So, as always, you are listening to the the Anthem podcast, part of the the Anthem digital network. So for Cory and Stephanie.
So that's it, ladies and germs. You want to see this week's full episode, and I implore you do want to see this week's full episode right up top. And if you want to see the episode where we talked about depression and Robin Williams, you can find that right down here. Have a good week. See you next week.